Jake, I just want to find out what are your thoughts on not playing against the Northern Hemisphere sides in the Rainbow Cup?
Yeah, look, I'm disappointed because I think I would like to. I mean, I think everyone, even supporters, would like to see another, I suppose, another competition or some different opposition. But I mean, it is what it is, and I think again, there's another opportunity for us to play. I think, as I said earlier to the media, a year ago we weren't playing rugby. And I think if you had said to the players, "Listen, we're going to have to play each other more times than not, or otherwise not play rugby," I think everyone would have said, "Let's rather play each other more times than not." So it isn't, as I said, it's not. I mean, it's not the first prize, but at least we're getting to play rugby, and at least we can still develop our team. So hopefully, when we do get into the real competitions, we would have had enough game time and tried different combinations for us to get confidence out of where we are as a group. I remember I've only been with them for a year. A lot of these players haven't played much rugby for 2 years. Some of these juniors haven't played for even longer than 2 years. So, the fact that we can play is obviously very exciting for us.
Jake, apart from that, apart from that, which you've just mentioned, which is the obvious, what other benefits are there to have a sort of a second and a third round of local players playing against each other? Is it opportunity for you to have sort of a bird's eye view of where you are with your team and to give guys experience?
Yeah, Simon,
Without stating the obvious.
that's exactly it. I think, Simon. I think that if we just went with the same old, the same front row, same forwards, same loose forwards, same back line, well, then we probably, as I said, then it probably could become a bit boring from our perspective. So I've stressed to the players. I've changed them often at training. Every week we have different front rows starting. Every week we have different lock combinations starting, and I'm challenging the players on the basis that if we get into a competition and we lose two guys to the national team, or we lose four guys in the pack to the national team, then we've still got to be confident that those combinations, and that's the one area we probably through COVID haven't been lucky enough to do, is because of the smaller groups in the beginning, because of the fact that some guys got COVID and were out for a while, we haven't really had time to try different combinations. I'd love to see what happens if, and we have to do it, is what happens if Cornwall goes away, with a box, or what happens, what am I going to do at 12, and who's going to play, and if that guy plays at 12, who's he going to play at 13 with? And I've got to make sure they train like that, Simon. So, it's easy to say, yeah, but it's maklik, you just move this guy into 12. But if he's never trained there with the same guy who's playing 10 and 13, and I'm talking specifically for the Bulls now, we haven't had that luxury. We haven't been able to, through circumstance, to run different center combinations. We had Stedman, he's now gone to the sevens. We had Kirtley, he's at the sevens. So ideally, I'd like to use this competition as an opportunity for me to try different things, and hopefully, but if they all work, then we're in a massive position of strength, because it means that, one week we can play Cornell and Stedman, and the next week we can play, Marku and someone else at center, and they'll get as confident, or they'll feel as confident, from their side and from our side, that they can do a job.
Like you mentioned, Stedman's now gone to the sevens. Is he now over his injury, and is he going to be with him until the Olympics?
Yeah, that's right. So I don't know if he's quite over his injury, but how it worked is that he's actually gone down to SAS to do his rehab. Let's not forget the Bulls actually are owners of SAS. So, it's nice that he can be close to his family and still get professional help from SAS. And obviously that's the head office of the Sevens campaign as well. So, he's in capable hands. They're trying their best now to get him on the field as soon as possible. And then he will, as soon as he can, get onto the field, start integrating into the sevens program, and hopefully, do whatever he can to make sure that he gets success in the Olympics.